Welcome to VLSI lecture series. I, Professor Ritesh Dolakia, is going to solve interesting examples based on nMOS and pMOS. And here I'll solve two very interesting examples based on nMOS and pMOS, in which we will solve drain current based on conditions which will be given in question. So let me give you first question over here. So here in this question, VTN is 0.8 voltage, lambda is 0.04 volt inverse, K dash N that is 20 microampere per voltage square, W by L that is 20, VD is 4 voltage, VG is 5 voltage and Vs is 2 voltage in this MOSFET. And we need to identify drain current over here. Now see, to identify drain current, we need to identify in which region MOSFET is functioning. If MOSFET is there in cutoff region, then ID current will be 0, and as if MOSFET is there in linear region or saturation region, then we need to use formula of drain current. So let us find out first in which region MOSFET is functioning, then we will try to utilize these terms. So here, to understand MOSFET region, we need to see first VGS, and VGS is not given, but VGS is what? VG minus Vs, and that is 5 minus 2, so that is 3 voltage. And we need to have VDS, so VDS is VD minus Vs, so VD is 4 and Vs is 2, so 4 minus 2 that is 2 voltage. Now first we need to identify the relation in between VGS and VTN. And if you see, VGS is 3 voltage and VTN that is 0.8. So we can say VGS is greater than VTN. Means we can say our MOSFET is not there in cutoff region. So obviously it should be there in linear or saturation region. Right. So now we will try to identify out of linear or saturation region in which region MOSFET is there. So for that we need to see drive-in voltage, and drive-in voltage is VGS minus VTN, and we need to compare this with VDS. So VGS minus VTN, that is VGS is 3 and VTN is 0.8. So 3 minus 0.8, that is 2.2 voltage. And if we compare that with VDS, right, then VDS is 2 voltage, so we can say VGS minus VTN that is greater than VDS, right. And as VGS minus VTN that is greater than VDS, we can say our MOSFET is there in linear region. So we can say MOSFET is there in linear region. See, if VGS minus VTN is less than VDS, then we can say MOSFET is there in saturation region. But here VGS minus VTN that is greater than VDS means MOSFET is there in linear region. So in linear region, basic formula of drain current is Kn by 2 into VGS minus VTN into VDS minus VDS whole square. Right. So you will be finding, see, this is what half into Kn. We have not been given with Kn. K dash N is given. So Kn is K dash N into W by L. So Kn is K dash N, that is 20 microampere per volt square. So 20 micro means 10 to the power minus 6 into W by L, that is 20 into 2 into VGS minus VTN. So VGS is 3, VTN is 0.8 into VDS, VDS is 2 minus VDS means 2 square. So that is what? Drain current, right. Now let me solve this over here. So that is 9.6 into 10 to the power minus 4 means we can say 0.96 milliampere, right. Now you might be thinking, like here we have been given with lambda. So what is the role of lambda? So see, lambda is useful in case of channel length modulation, right? And channel length modulation, this lambda is useful in channel length modulation, and channel length modulation is useful in saturation region only. So if this MOSFET is there in saturation region, then see this lambda is useful, and drain current ID, that would be Kn by 2 into VGS minus VTN whole square into 1 plus lambda VDS, right? So see, lambda is useful in case of saturation region only. Channel length modulation coefficient is lambda. So lambda is useful in channel length modulation only. In saturation region only it is useful. So as this MOSFET is right now functioning in linear region, we should not use lambda, which is given over here, right? Let me give you second question, so that will be resolving your understanding furthermore. So my second question is, so in this question, W by L that is given, that is 10 divided by 0.55, K dash N that is 110 microampere per volt square, lambda is 0.05 volt inverse, VGS is 2 voltage, VDS is 2 voltage, and VTN that is 0.7 voltage in this MOSFET, and we need to identify drain current. So see, as I have told you, to identify drain current, first we need to identify in which region MOSFET is functioning. So see, to identify region, first we need to see the relation in between VGS and VTN. So here you see VGS is 2 voltage and VTN is 0.7 voltage. So as VGS is greater than VTN, we can say our MOSFET may be there in linear or saturation region, right? So to identify linear or saturation, we need to see drive-in voltage, and drive-in voltage is VGS minus VTN, and if you see VGS is 2, VTN is 0.7, so VGS minus VTN that is 1.3 voltage, and we need to see the relation in between VGS minus VTN and VDS. Now you see VDS is 2 voltage, so VDS is greater than VGS minus VTN. So as VDS is greater than VDS minus VTN, we can say MOSFET that is there in saturation region. Right. So now we have idea MOSFET is there in saturation region. So for saturation region, drain current will be Kn by 2 into VGS minus VTN whole square into 1 plus lambda VDS. See, lambda is given over here. That's why we are using it. If lambda is not given, then we can say this term is equals to 1. But as lambda is given, we should consider this term over here. And you see half into Kn. Kn is not given, but K dash N and lambda, K dash N and W by L ratio is given. So Kn is K dash N into W by L. So K dash N that is 110 micro means 10 to the power minus 6 into W by L that is 10 divided by 0.55 and into VGS minus VTN, so that is 1.3 whole square into 1 plus lambda is 0.05 into VDS, that is VDS is 2 voltage. So we need to simplify this for our resultant drain current. So that is 1.859 into 10 to the power minus 3. So we can say this is 1.859 milliampere. So here you see we have used lambda. Why? The reason is MOSFET is there in saturation region, right? And sometimes extra data may be given to you, as it is given in first question where lambda is given, but as MOSFET is there in linear region, you should not use lambda. It is useful in saturation region only. So this is what you need to take care of when you solve examples. I hope that you have understood this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do give your valuable suggestions. The reason is your suggestions motivates me, and based on that in future, I'll be making videos which will be helpful to you. Thank you so much.